We change lives and inspire true wealth, one person, one family, one business at a time. Shaw & Associates is a wealth management investment firm that specializes in taxes, serving as a fiduciary, putting your interests first. You can find more information or schedule an appointment by calling 530-674-1150 or on the web at shawassociatesinc.com. Shaw & Associates is proud to support community radio.
Thank you, Mr. Shaw. And this morning, I have the Yuba County Sheriff's Department, Officer Clegg, and Rosa Leon.
Good morning.
Who has refused to be the new PIO. So she likes doing what she's doing.
Yeah.
So, what am I hearing? Is that me?
No, it's mine. Sorry, I forgot to turn it off.
It was kind of pleasant. It was like wind chimes. I'm like, what's that, Rosa? All right. So this morning, thanks for coming on. But you can we announce that you guys are looking for a PIO?
Yes.
And that you've taken. So talk about that a minute, because that's a big deal. Because I have to talk to that person.
Yes.
How come I didn't get to do the interview?
Oh, you can talk to the sheriff about that. So we did open up the position, and the position has closed, and their interviews are going to be held this week. But it's called a social media specialist position. And so we should get somebody to come on to help with the social media and the PIO stuff.
It's just a lot. It's a lot of work. And then you get to do all the hang out with the community.
Community events,
You
yes.
love your job.
Oh, I love my job.
That's why they could not talk you into moving. You were like, I'm happy.
I'm happy where I'm at, yes.
And you brought Deputy Clegg in with you this morning because...
He is one of our drone pilots, so he is going to talk to you guys about what he does.
All right. So I was with the 195th out at Beale, and they do drone operations. So in an emergency, they can send the drones out to find people, and which is probably what you guys, part of what you guys do, is that drones are just amazing. So how did you get interested in drones and then end up as a drone pilot?
I mean, from a young age, grew up in the technology boom.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of a big part of it. Always thought it was fascinating. I was into photography a lot as a kid. And then drones came along and became easier and easier to obtain. And I mean, now you can go down to Walmart and pick one off the shelf.
I know.
So it's crazy what you can get with them. But yeah, so I started doing photography, and then eventually kind of started playing with drones a little bit. When I joined the department about four and a half years ago, a position eventually opened up, and I was like, that sounds cool, let me join that team, and been doing it ever since.
So you actually, it isn't just I'm a drone pilot. So as a deputy, you do patrol and do the other things as well?
Correct. So I'm assigned to patrol, and then our UAS team, or unmanned aerial systems, what everybody knows as drones.
UAS.
So what everybody knows as drones, that's our team. And so we do it in a couple different ways, patrol functions. So most calls happen when patrol's on. You don't have the SWAT team there already. You don't have any other specialty team there. It kind of starts with patrol. So we use it on those levels at the start of either incidents happening. It could be a kid ran away. It could be someone barricaded in a house.
Yeah.
Looking for a subject in a field. You never really know what it is, but we start kind of on the patrol level, and then as we need more resources, we'll call more teams in, and we'll just continue that all the way through until the end.
So does the Sheriff's Department have more than one drone pilot?
Yes, so currently our team is comprised of 4 pilots and one sergeant who's also a pilot. We have a couple other people who used to be on the team who also have what's called a Part 107. It's your license to fly drones commercially. So we have a couple people with those licenses, but we primarily have 4 people on the team. So
you guys should have like a special morale patch.
We're talking about we should get the wings or something.
Yeah,
that's what we should do.
Love Elon Musk. I mean, we love technology, right? Techies, right?
Yeah, it's really just a team comprised of nerds, is what it is. Secret nerds. Yeah.
It used to be like nerds were uncool, right? Yeah. You had to be a jock. That was the deal. And then now, as our society has progressed, nerds are cool, right? Because they know stuff. right? And it's like, so they always got accused of being socially inept. Now our society has become kind of socially inept because they're living on the phone, right? But the people that are true nerds, they don't just stay on they're out there. They're out there doing things like drones and stuff, creating stuff, inventing stuff. It's just amazing. You know, that car that flying car, that's like a drone with a person in it.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that. It's like the batteries run out. What do you do? I'm not sure I like that idea, but so are you still into technology? You still always looking at stuff that comes down the pike?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like any technology, it's ever evolving. I mean, if you don't stay up on it, you're going to lose it pretty quick because it changes every week pretty much. It's crazy what's out there.
It goes fast, too.
Yeah.
You know, you buy a computer and 3 days later, they're telling you, we can't update it. It's old technology. And you're like, wait a minute, right? Not quite that bad, but you see that. So when it comes to the drones and what they're capable of, because I mean, it's a camera in the sky. And I'm sure you got zoom and stuff so that, you know, you don't have to be close to something to do that. But let's just say it was a search and rescue. A drone can go anywhere?
It can go most places. So you can cover a lot more ground with a drone than you can with a person. Still, nothing beats an actual person going down and searching an area because you can be a lot more detailed, see under objects. But you can cover a lot greater distance a lot quicker. So especially in, let's say, a kid goes missing in a neighborhood. You can throw 5 patrol guys on there, but to cover every street in the half-mile radius, you're talking 20, 30 minutes plus, and by that time your search area could get larger. You throw a drone up, you can now see 3-4 streets in one go. So it's just a lot quicker. You can cover, you don't have to follow street patterns, you don't have to follow trails, you can cover a lot greater distance a lot quicker. So it's just a force multiplier quicker. But like I said, it still doesn't beat putting an actual person on the ground.
How long does it take for setup? They call you out and you got to unpack this. How long does it take to put that thing in the air?
It depends on what drone we're using. So we have a couple different options we can use. The primary ones we use, which is a DJI Matrice or using like our indoor DJI Avadas, those you're talking about 5 minutes or less. Really, you're talking just a couple minutes. The startup of the drone is what takes the longest at that point. But we have some other options that take a little longer. They're probably 5 to 10 minutes depending on what it is.
So the communication with the drone, I'm assuming, is wireless.
Correct.
It's not a kite. Right? And so does that limit the distance?
Nowadays, the distance is so great. So per Part 107, you can't really fly out of visual line of sight. You have to have some sort of observer. Typically, most of the time, you're well within the distance. You're talking a mile plus is the distance you can get with it.
That's awesome.
So it's a long distance, and you're typically not going to be that far away anyways when you're controlling them.
How clear is the camera capability?
It's amazing what you can see with them. I mean, it doesn't beat having like CHP with their helicopters or their aircrafts. Their cameras are a lot better, but it's still amazing what you can see with them, and it's a lot more you can do than the old traditional. You just see a zoomed out image. You can zoom in pretty good and see different objects, people, details, stuff like that.
And all that happens with the little hand controller.
Yep, all with a little hand controller. Basically, it's a little computer in your hands is all you got. So it's like a tablet is the best way of putting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a little tablet in your hands, and you can see, basically zoom in. We have thermal capability on some of our drones, so you can see thermal differences.
Oh,
great for
that's cool.
Great for, especially at nighttime when you have lost people, you picks them right up. It just depends on what it is.
This has got to be exciting. This is right up your alley, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. So, like I said, we're all secret closet nerds in our off time.
Oh my gosh, that is funny.
So when you get everybody together,
who knew you had? You grew up in that technology, and you decide I want to be a sheriff. I want to do law enforcement. So you go to school and you do all that, and they go, hey, by the way, you could fly drones, and you're like, I signed up for the right job, right?
Yeah.
You know, that's just amazing.
Well, you do other specialties too, right?
Correct. Yeah. So I'm also a part of search and rescue too, and then patrol. Also, we always have time and something going on, but it just changes it. Sometimes it's more fun because you get to be in the action all the time with drones. It's one of the probably the first resources we call out a lot of times. And then other times you're just watching the screen. You're like, I wish I was down there helping out my partners and doing stuff. So it can go both ways, but overall it's a really cool tool and it's fun to use and be able to help everybody out with it.
So the desire to want to be down there. So here's my suggestion, right? You teach Rosa.
No, thank you.
And she's your assistant. So when you want to go down in there, you hand her the tablet. She flies the drone and tells you what to do. I like it. Does it work for you?
Works for me.
Rosa, you said no.
No, it's too much technology for me. I'm going to pass on that. I'd love to help, but I'll help in other ways.
Yeah. Well, next is they're sending you down. So you go. Either way, you're involved.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I do want to talk a little bit about what a community service officer does, because we've had you on multiple times, and since you're not going to be the PIO, part of what you do, like introducing us to Deputy Clegg. Clegg.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'll get that before this is over. So how do you connect with the community so that we know about stuff like this?
We do. We have neighborhood watch programs.
Is that coming up?
Yes, we
All
actually
right.
have National Night Out that's coming up first Tuesday in August. So if you have anybody in Yuba County can reach out to me. What we do is our command staff and patrol volunteers. We also connect with the DA's office and with probation. We go out in groups. So we go out to the different areas where we get invited. So we may be up in the hills. We may be in Plumas Lake and Edgewater. So any neighborhood watch groups that are going to have a national night out party, or just sometimes they do like social Sunday ice creams, or they may also be doing like a barbecue, give us a call. So you will get a visit from the Sheriff's Department. We do take McGruff out at times, depending on how the weather's like, because sometimes when it's hot, McGruff gets hot. But give us a call. You can call me directly, and I'll give you my phone number, 530-749-5103. Leave me a message. Reach out to us through our social media, because right now I am actually the one that's looking at the social media stuff. So let us know. We'll make you a visit. We also, the way I connect with the groups is through the schools. We have our school resource officer. So when we do like Shop with the Cop, I do that program also. So we connect with them through the our school resource officer. We don't do Coffee with the Cop. We don't do that sort of stuff, but maybe in the future we will do it.
So you're just always looking for ways to help people understand the officers in uniform are real people.
Yes.
We're real people. We're just
absolutely.
like you.
Yeah, and one of the things that I've said this on the show before is come on out and do a ride along with us.
Yeah.
You can see actually what our deputies do on a day-to-day basis, because you get to pick the day that you want to come, the hour that you want to come, and you're going to be going to the calls with them as they're coming in through our 911 dispatch center. So it's nothing, you'll actually see how they're working their day-to-day stuff. So,
which is really cool.
Yeah.
I've done ride-alongs. I just think it's awesome. Yeah. A year or so ago, we had he was the chief of police for Marysville at the time, and he said, Fish, you need to get in a vehicle with a camera guy and do cop karaoke.
there you go.
I said, some of the officers would probably sing. Some of them would probably say, he's not riding with me.
Are you going to sing?
I was going to say, you don't want to hear me sing, so you won't have a show anymore.
Come on. on.
Oh, Rosa, we'll have to work on that
Yeah,
one, right?
yeah.
I'd
Like
say maybe
really
lip
good.
sync, but you don't want to hear me sing. So.
Oh my gosh. Well, we really appreciate Yuba County Sheriff's Department and all they do. I always say this, that if there's a parade, some organizations will have 1 or 2 or 3 vehicles. The Sheriff's Department has so many different things that it does. And now it does drones as well. Who knows what's next?
Maybe we can have you guys in the next parade. To fly
in the drone.
There you go.
That's going to require a whole nother issue with the FAA and all that.
That's true. That's true. So.
Well, they've had to get involved because drones are, I don't know how they do these drone shows. They've got to get some kind of, clearance. They did one here at the fairgrounds just recently for the 4th, and it's like you think, okay, Beale Air Base is right here. Mm-hmm. So there's some airspace, right? And I would assume, well, they don't go that high, but they have to go high enough to see them. So I don't know. That is probably, you'll have to look into that. So
we know, we deal with that all the time between Beale Air Force Base and even Yuba County Airport.
Oh, yeah, I
we
forgot
have
about
both
that.
those are restricted airspace, so it's a constant battle, one with having to follow the rules per the FAA, and then 2, trying to find clearances between them. So anytime we fly anywhere near Beale, we got to get clearance and everything for it. So we're working all levels of government just to fly a drone sometimes. So it just depends on what it is, though. But it's amazing.
Yeah. Pretty soon they'll have a DP. Drone pilot, right? Special badge, right? The DPs,
well, there
right?
you go.
Well, guys, thanks so much for coming on. I appreciate it. And one more time, National Night Out is?
First Tuesday in August, which is August 4th.
Okay, and the best way to get a hold of you if they'd like to have an event and have Sheriff come?
You can call my desk directly, which is 530-749-5103, or reach us through our social media.
Perfect. Well, thanks for coming on. Thanks for doing what you do.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Who knows what you'll be doing next, but she'll let us know you'll be back in.
This community interview is made possible by Shaw and Associates.
I'm Dave Shaw, President and CEO of Shaw & Associates. For over 70 years, Shaw & Associates has been your trusted experts for wealth management